First, the highlights. Lagos State government clears 400 kilometers of drainage channels from 2023 till date. Tribunal holds Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission's fine against Meta. On the fronts in India, Pakistan exchange gunfire as tensions rise over deadly attack in Kashmir. In sport, Rwanda to host Zimbabwe and South Africa 2026 World Cup qualifying match. Now the details. I am Taiwo Baruwa. The Lagos State government has cleared a total of 445 kilometers of drainage channels through the Emergency Flood Abatement Gang from 2023 till date. Commissioner for the Environment and Water Resources Tokunbo Wahab stated this at the 2023 ministerial press briefing to highlight the activities and achievement of the Babajide Sanwo-Olu administration to mark the second year of his second term in office. Wahab noted that in a bid to eradicate open defecation in line with the Sustainable Development Goals, the present administration is building another 150 public toilets, in addition to the 250 public toilets being executed through public-private partnership under the Water, Sanitation and Hygiene WASH initiative. The commissioner hinted that no fewer than 15,000 street sweepers are deployed on the highways, in the roads and market across the state daily, with more trees planted to tackle the issue of climate change, to get in the planting of 50 additional trees in 2 years. In the year under review, Wahab said 3,786 street traders were arrested, while 700 people were also arrested for crossing highways in Lagos to prevent loss of innocent lives.
During the year 2023 to 2024, a total of 22.9 kilometers of collector drains and 12.43 kilometers of primary channels areas are in various levels of completion within the state, while an additional 36.44 kilometers of collector drains are going through procurement processes for the year 2025. A total number of 666,740.50 kilometers of 397 secondary collectors was maintained, cleaned up between the year 2023 till date.
The commissioner assured that the Olusosun dump site will be fully decommissioned before the next 18 months, as the action plan is already in place, with emphasis that sales of nylon at supermarket will be discouraged, the use of single-use plastic materials, which are the major reasons for flooding in Lagos. Our correspondent Adela Kinele reports that the commissioner enjoined all residents of the state to join hands with the government to ensure the sustainability and cleanliness of the environment. As the world marks World Malaria Day 2025, the Lagos State government has announced that malaria prevalence in the state has dropped to an encouraging 1.3%, putting Lagos on the path towards malaria pre-elimination and eradication. Speaking at a media and stakeholders engagement, Commissioner for Health Akin Abayomi emphasized the importance of data-driven public health interventions, noting that recent research from the Impact Project backed by the Lagos State government, the Federal Ministry of Health, as well as World Bank, has revealed a significant drop in malaria cases across the state. Abayomi raised concerns over continued misuse of anti-malaria treatment and called on healthcare providers, pharmacies, patent medicine vendors, and the general public to embrace evidence-based treatment practices and support the state's drive to eliminate malaria.
If you have fever and you suspect you have malaria, go for a test. The test is available in all our primary healthcare facilities and all accredited private hospitals and clinics. Please do not ask for anti-malaria without undergoing a blood test, a rapid diagnostic test. Under this program, this testing in our primary healthcare facilities is absolutely free of charge.
The commissioner also acknowledged the effort of his predecessors, Dr. Leke Kwiton and Dr. Jide Idris, who laid the foundation for Lagos' current malaria control successes. He noted that achieving elimination would require a multi-sectorial strategy involving digital solutions, robust data systems, infrastructure improvement, expanded health insurance coverage, strengthened human resource capacity, and active public-private partnerships. The special advisor to the governor on health, Oluwakemi Ogunyemi, and the permanent secretary of the ministry, Olusegun Ogboye, on their part, restated the government's commitment to strengthening the healthcare system and called on residents to take preventive measures seriously. The Lagos State Ministry of Health, together with some development partners, hosted a symbolic awareness walk around Alausa area as part of the World Malaria Day commemorative activities. Ekiti State government says there will be no restriction of human or vehicular movement during the April edition of the monthly environmental sanitation exercise on Saturday. In a public notice, the government explained that the decision was taken to accommodate the ongoing Unified Tertiary Matriculation Examination UTME and ensure unhindered movement for both candidate and examination officials. The government urged residents in all the 16 local government areas to fully participate in the sanitation exercise, which will take place from 7 to 10 a.m. despite the absence of movement restrictions. Now to the rest of the stories. The Competition and Consumer Protection Tribunal has affirmed the $220 million fine levied against Meta Platforms Incorporated by the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission, FCCPC. The FCCPC's Director of Corporate Affairs, Ondaje Ijago, in a statement revealed that the tribunal awarded the commission an additional $35,000 to cover the cost incurred during an investigation into Meta's activities. Ijago stated that the tribunal found the FCCPC acted within the scope of its powers under the amended 1999 Constitution as amended, lawfully executing its mandate. The panel concluded that the Commission's findings regarding violations committed by both WhatsApp and its parent company Meta were valid and accurately identified. The ruling was delivered by a three-member panel led by Honorable Thomas Okosun, solidifying the legal and procedural standing of the FCCPC's actions on the high-profile case. Abuja Federal High Court Justice Emeka Nwite has granted the request of the Economic and Financial Crimes Commission, EFCC, to arrest and detain 6 promoters of Crypto Bridge Exchange, CBEX, over alleged investment fraud amounting to over $1 billion. Justice Nwite issued the order following submissions by the counsel to the EFCC. Fadila Yusuf stated that intelligence report revealed that received by the EFCC chairman implicated the defendant in various criminal activities, stressing that the agency has a constitutional duty to investigate crimes and enforce law and order. The Senate President Godswill Akpabio will lead Nigeria's delegation to Vatican City to attend the burial of Pope Francis on Saturday. Special advisor to the President on Information and Strategy, Bayo Ononuga, in a statement revealed that the 5-member delegation was constituted by President Bola Tinubu. Other members of the delegation are Minister of State, Foreign Affairs, Ambassador Bianca Odumegu Ojukwu, Archbishop Lucius Ugwoji, President of the Catholic Bishops' Conference of Nigeria, Archbishop of Sokoto Diocese, Matthew Kuka, and Archbishop of Abuja Diocese, Ignatius Kaigama. Pope Francis, the revered head of Roman Catholic Church, died on Monday, April 21 at 88, just a day after appearing for Easter Sunday celebrations at the Vatican. In foreign news now, Indian and Pakistani forces have exchanged fire along the line of control separating the two countries. This comes as the United Nations calls for maximum restraint amid warnings of a wider military escalation following the latest deadly attack in Kashmir's Pahalgam town. Kashmir has been divided between India and Pakistan since their independence in 1947, with both claiming the territory in full but governing separate portions of it, leading to lingering tensions that have devolved into violence over the years. Indian army sources say the Pakistani side initiated the shooting, as government official in Pakistan-administered Kashmir also confirmed that troops exchanged fire but did not say who started the exchange. In sport now, Zimbabwe has opted to host their 2026 World Cup qualifying match against South Africa in Rwanda, shifting the fixture from their previous home venue in South Africa. Due to FIFA ban preventing Zimbabwe from hosting international matches, the team has been using South Africa as their temporary base. Zimbabwe is bottom of Group C with 5 points. Group leader South Africa, who are currently on 13 points, followed by Rwanda and Benin Republic with 8 points each. Nigeria trails with 7, while Lesotho and Zimbabwe have 6 and 5 points respectively. Only the top team in each group qualifies automatically for the World Cup, while the best performing second placed teams will enter a playoff for a chance at an international playoff sport. And that's it on the news at 6, but just before we go, use the walkway where available to avoid accident. You can follow us and like all our various social media platforms. X at Traffic Radio 961. Facebook, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Instagram, Lagos Traffic Radio 961. Subscribe and watch our news and programs live on YouTube at Traffic Radio 961. You can also visit our website, www.trafficradio961.ng. Did you know that the Sanwo-Olu administration initiated 500 hectares rice farm technology intervention project? You can get more details on the Lagos State Government website. To end the news, here are the highlights of the major stories. The Lagos State Government has cleared a total of 445 kilometers of drainage channels through the Emergency Flood Abatement Gang from 2023 till date. The Competition and Consumer Protection Tribunal has affirmed the $220 million fine levied against Meta Platforms Incorporated by the Federal Competition and Consumer Protection Commission, FCCPC. We also told you that the Indian and the Pakistani forces have exchanged fire along the line of control separating the two countries as United Nations calls for maximum restraint amid warnings of a wider military escalation following the latest deadly attacks in Kashmir's Pahalgam town. Finally, Sport Nigerian forward Zimbabwe has opted to host their 2026 World Cup qualifying match against South Africa in Rwanda, shifting the fixture from their previous home venue in South Africa. For contact with the newsroom, send a message to info@trafficradio961.ng. That ends the news broadcast compiled by Adirayo Idowolaya. I am Taiwo Baruwa. Thank you for listening. Good evening.